Hello my crafty friends, it's Christopher here from Second Chance Creation. I'm back and look what I have. As promised, I have got quite a few paper bags and I get my shopping delivered once a fortnight. There's usually about, I don't know, about 8 or 9 bags I suppose. I do have more, they're under the table in a box. But I needed to start making some stuff out of this because otherwise my room is just going to get stacked up with paper and paper and paper. And all you see is my red hair. There it is. I colour up my hair so my grey hair's gone. And so what I do is I take them apart. Okay. Everything gets used. The handles gets used as well. And if it tears, or there's a weak area, I either put a band-aid on or it goes into my bag right next to me on my little cart to make paper, which I will do as soon as the weather warms up. So yeah, so this is my little collection. I just thought I'd show you. I mean, we all know what they look like, don't we? And this brown paper, sorry about the crunchy noise, it's quite strong because it holds 5 kilos. So, you know, even if you wet it, the fibres just seem to hold it together. And I take, when I start, I just cut the seam, I cut the bottom. I have got these, I just cut this out because taking this apart just does a lot of tearing. So I thought if I excuse me, just cut this out, I can use it at a later date, or it'll go in my compost bin, or it'll go in my to make paper. But I just wanted the body and the handles. Okay, so I'll show you what I've made with these. I just went mad, of course. I take the hands off at night time if I'm watching TV and there's a movie on. And of course I miss the movie, don't I, because I'm too busy taking everything apart. And these are the handles. Okay, now they're quite strong, and I actually take them apart. I did it a bit robust in the beginning, and then I found out, well, that's a waste of time because they're all going to tear. And I just it's quite easy. And then I find the join. Sometimes the join does come up all right, and sometimes it doesn't. And then what I do is I just put a scissors through one layer, open it up, and it comes out like this. Okay. A lot of you will probably say, oh my gosh, that's tedious. Well, I enjoy tedious, especially at night time. If I just come into my craft room and I really don't want to start a big project, I just want my brain to chill out, and that's what I do. And so, yes, and I pleat these, and I pleat these very finely. Okay, I won't bore you with that. And I do cut them in half with my fancy scissors, and I'll show you what I made. Oh, no, before I show you, and I also collect these from gift bags. When I was looking through my box, I had quite a few gift bags that have got these rope handles, but they are also brown paper, twisted. Okay, so I take them off. All right, and then I'll put them in water. I let the water run over. I've got an old sink here in my craft room, and so to wet them, to make them really pliable, because they're quite stiff, you see. Okay. And actually I might do that now so you'll see the difference. So it's quite stiff. It doesn't take much. And I just dry it off with my towel that I've got there. But look how pliable that is now. Okay. And it's just twisted paper, of course. So I'm taking advantage of this. And it's Bonnie's fault because when I saw her do the rolled rag roses, I thought, aha, I can do something with these handles. And I've made something with these. So I'll just leave that there. I mean, how cool is that? This was the handle of the Woolies bag. And here I was able to twirl this around and put it under my sewing machine, okay? And I always make sure I have an end that's really soft. It's still a bit hard. And and that's because they've got the glue on it. And I always sort of cut that off. Goes in my recycle bag. And that's nice and soft. And then I started off just like this. Okay. And then stick it under my sewing machine. Sorry, I will put it under my sewing machine. And then I've got a big zigzag stitch and I start zigzagging, and I do it from this side. So I just zigzag around and just keep folding it as it is, whichever way it comes out. Okay, this comes out like this. I know it's very tedious. You can probably glue it as well. Okay, but I've got my faithful Elna here, and it does the trick. Look at that. Okay, right then, and that's how it turns out. So I've made a little, it's like a bow, and this is, it's not that thick. It's going to be an embellishment for a front cover of a journal, or if I send some happy mail out, it'll be on the envelope or something, right? I mean, how cool is that? And I've done bits of lace, coffee dyed lace. It's got a little bit of glitter in it, and some cheesecloth. I've got this old vintage button, and on the back I've just popped on some book paper. Okay, but I mean, how cool is that? So this is what I've made for that one. And then I got a bit carried away because I was using up some of this and using up my Franken papers, and I've made like a tags. As you can see, that's the Woolies paper. Okay, you can still see the green on there, which is pretty cool. But I made pockets, and that will go onto a page just like that. And this is my Franken papers. Okay, and I did a bit of stamping on them just so you can journal on them. Okay, coffee dyed doily, and here's another bow. Okay, it's going to go into my grungy botanical or garden journal, I should say. It's not botanical. So yeah, so here I've actually lightly inked it with what's that called? Here it is, Distress ink, Forest Moss, and also lightly Distress Oxide with Tattered Rose, just to take away the brown. And here is another one of the handles. And then I've got these tiny little, they used to be stickers, but they're not because they're that old. I've got a little box full, okay? And I've just cut around, inked around it, and just popped that on there. I mean, how cool is that? And it's pretty light, okay? It's nothing heavy about it. So that'll go nicely on a page or even a front cover as well, you know? But that's what I've done. I mean, I just love all this. And I've left all the threads on, so you can see the inking there. I mean, how cool is that? You know, like, I mean, you know, I mean, whew. So yeah, so I've been busy making a lot of stuff so I've got it on hand, because I have a tendency when I make a journal to make the ephemera and tags, whatever I need at that point of time. And because I'm really looking at doing more grunge journals than anything else, I need to build up my stash in these sort of bits and bobs, you know. So, and then of course I use my envelope punch. I mean, how cool is that? So I've made all sorts of envelopes, trying out the sizes, working it out. Bit of a challenge for me. This actually here is actually packaging paper, and I scrunched it up. So these are the envelopes. Some of them I've made with the envelope punch to see what sizes they're like. This one, of course, tore, so on goes the washi tape. These ones I've already inked, okay? Look, don't you like that forest green one? So, all different sizes. And they're, I mean, you know, who would have thought that, that was a Woolies bag, right? Did I have got any with a writing in it? No. No, okay. So, yes, so that's that, what I've done with those. And then, of course, I had some strips left over and I made some ruffles. Okay. Here I've cut some bits and bobs ready for tags. Okay. And on the back here, I do believe I've glued two pieces together. Here they are. You can just see that there. It was going to be a pocket, but I forgot and I glued it, so I've got to glue that shut. And these are going to be like little covers for little booklets. Okay. And then I've got the tags. Then, of course, I got my machine out and I did some cutting out some die cuts, and they're like big labels or big tags or whatever. I've just tried to see how this goes, and I can't do it double. I've got to do it single because it's quite thick, that paper. Then I just tore some bits and bobs because I wanted it to look like a rough label. Here I've done some stenciling with a bit of gesso, another tag. I had my corrugated cardboard, so while I had my machine out, I did some embossing. And yeah, that was a packaging. That was packaging. This was packaging. And this was packaging, all packaging. Okay, and look at this. I've been rusting some jewellery, and I was going to throw this. I'm like, oh, how cool is that when that gets sealed and Mod Podged? So that's what I've done with those. So the story goes, I've used these, and you just got so many uses for this, you know, like less landfill, isn't that right? But I just love these. I reckon this looks so cool. So anyway, so I'm not sure if I'll get them done this week, but I'm looking at making just single little grungy items that can be stocking fillers for Christmas, or that you might want to send as a gift to someone, okay, that likes that sort of style. So I've made lots of envelopes to fit whatever's in here, okay, and I did a bit of stenciling and I inked them, and I put my little logo on there. So each one is going to be different, and as you can see, this is Tina from Shabby Dabba Doodah's fault, because I just can't help myself. And this is from a magazine. This is embossed. This is actually from an art journal that an artist was doing some autumn painting, and I love the colour of it, so I just ripped that off and put that in the background. Bit of cloth, necklace, paper doily, another bow, paper doily, yes, okay, and look at that. It has a little postcard in it. No, I did not make this postcard, okay, and I've made a scrappy little notepad from my Franken papers, and they just go back in here. Heavy coffee dyed pages. Here I've did the fancy cut with the scissors, and these are stitched in, okay. This is paper bag, this is paper stitched in, and then on the back here is another scrappy little notepad that you can journal on. And I've left that blank. Bit of cardstock I had was green. I thought, yes, I can use it. This is still from Stella's, and Stella's Scrappy Crafts, the gel printed fabric. Absolutely love it. So this is my collage papers. So yeah, so you can attach this to a journal page because it's nice and flat, maybe on the back cover or the front cover. And then I've just got some crochet cotton as twine with matching colours. Okay. Here's another one. These ones I didn't use my envelope punch because it was just too difficult for me to work out the sizes to fit all these various sizes. So I just made a plain fold over envelope, and I've made it so that, you know, you've got that extra room. But see, it's a Woolies bag. And here's another one. Here I've used corrugated cardboard. One of these beautiful vintage ladies, beautiful rose. Made a tuck spot. Here's one of my altered playing cards into a notebook. A couple of tags in there. Just tucks in there. You fold it over. Vellum pocket. This is from a magazine. I've turned it into a little postcard thing. Scrappy waterfall notepad. Okay. I reckon they make cool little gifts. So they're not in my shop yet, but they will be. And I've got this one. It's got the dragonflies on it. There you go. See? And here's another one. Here I've used some Moro Stella's beautiful gel printed fabric. This was offcuts of all the fibres, you know, don't we like all the fuzzies. From a magazine, I did a fair bit of collage here. This is a paper towel from my friend that paints them. These are stitched, of course. Vellum pocket. My Franken papers, I made a little tag. These pages, this one has a flip out. I didn't want to cut them off. I thought, oh, geez, you know. Open it up and you've got another tag here. Okay, and here you've got a whole heap of tags you can take out. All right, and then a little note, line note, piece of paper just in there. And that just sits in here. Okay, so you've got plenty of room to journal on if you wish. But I've kept them flat so that you can use them. Oh, I won't tie this up. So that you can use them in a journal if you wish. And you can also use them in the center of a signature. Here's another one. This one's like a blue, bit of blue toned. And now I've put a knot in it. I was going to put beads on these, but I wanted to keep them flat. And especially for postage as well. Because, you know, I'll probably put a couple of little goodies in there, extra goodies, just to keep it. But I still have to keep it flat, otherwise the postage is going to go as a parcel. I don't want that. I just want it to be snail mail, you know. So this one has, I've embossed this envelope, okay. Tried my hand at that. And here I've got a scrappy notepad, my Franken papers, all right. Another playing card, altered playing card, little notebook. I think that just goes in there as well. And this just has a couple of pages because it's already quite thick. And I've used a bit of washi tape in that. That's right, yes. You know, you can add pages with washi tape if you like. You know, so there's plenty of room. But it's about keeping them flat. And I wanted to make something that, you know, everybody can afford to buy for someone as a little gift. I wasn't going to do that, was I? This one is a butterfly version. Not that it has butterflies in it. This one I used the front with a vellum pocket. It's got one of my rusty old keys on there. And I've made this cool little tag. Open it up and there's another cool tag here with another tag with some paper and a little bird card. These are just my offcuts of my vellum paper. And another postcard, and also some extra paper which come out of a Reader Digest book, and I just really like that colour. And held together with washi tape. Yes. Yes. Okay, so you can just add to it. I mean, how cool. And a bit of cheesecloth, bit of stenciling. Here, use the fancy scissors. I like this one. This has got the forest moss and a bit of blue around it, the sapphire ink. Here I've just used a bit of fabric. This was an old earring. This is one of my collage papers in the background. Just stitched right around. It's just from a magazine. And here you'll find a vellum pocket with a journaling card that I made up. And you can, this is some paper bag, so you can journal on this. And this has torn pages. I wanted to make it look a bit raggedy. Okay, stitched in. Okay. And I'll probably list them as A, B, C, D, whatever. A separate listing, because I don't know, if you're watching Bonnie, I don't know how to do it the other way, because I've done that when I started and it got mucked up, so I'm not going to do it again. This is a bigger one. Rusted, was really bright silver. Corrugated cardboard that I embossed and just got her, I think that picture was sent to me, so I end up chopping it all up. Bit of wax paper just here, bit of my vintage curtain fabric. Okay, and I actually Mod Podge this just to keep it nice and sturdy. So in here it's got quite a bit going on in this one. A tag, little altered playing card booklet. Then I made a pocket with a little envelope, and this one has got those little, I've left it like that. I can't even remember how I did it. Oh, a little matchbox. Is it matchbooks, I should say? Notepad. Okay. I need to make some more of these. So you can use this, maybe put it in a journal and make it like a tab, like this. So it sticks out, and then you can still use it. Okay, so yeah, so I've made it so that you can use it in your own journal if you wish. You've got some coffee dyed papers here, some Franken paper, stitched in signature. Okay. We're getting nearly to the end. And then here's the big one. You might have seen me make this one quite a while ago. This is an altered envelope, and I've popped on one of my awesome little paper clips here. Okay, very grungy. And on the back, got a tag, and also, you can open that up, index card. And you've got a pocket here, tab, a tag, and a little booklet here made from an envelope. Actually, this envelope had Happy Mail in it, that's right, and I used it to make a cover. I can't remember who it was, I'm sorry. Here I've made a little pocket, and I've just put a little bit of paper in there. So you've got something that you can, and you can put this in the middle of the signature if you like. Okay. Last but not least, I've made something shabby because I only had one of these envelopes left. This is a ready-made one, and I don't have any paper to make like big white envelopes or anything like that. So this one here, Now I can't take credit for the front. This was on a greeting card and it fell on the floor and the dog got it and I was able to rescue this. So I used this as a cover and I just did a bit of collage just here. Open it up and here you'll find one of my little booklets. Okay, and this is paper bag, double thickness, so it's nice and strong. And I use Tattered Rose Distress Oxide, and I use some pink papers. Okay, little vellum pocket and a little tag just in there. Okay, and that just goes in there, and it's got a couple of pages that are sewn in just like that, so it's not too super grungy for those that don't like grunge. So yeah, so that's my share. So I'm not sure when I'll get these in my Etsy store, because you know I just want to do a video of all of them, and then I can just take photos and just pop them on, and then I'll have the dimensions there as well for your interest. So yeah, so let me know of your thoughts. But I really like this because you know, if you were to make a journal, I mean, how cool would that be as a embellishment for a cover? Okay, and then do whatever you want to do. I think it'll be absolutely amazing, you know? And that's already given me a few ideas. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this little share. I really enjoy making these. So you know what I'll be doing tonight, I'll be rolling roses and rolling string, and how cool is that? Alright folks, I better go and check my garden, batten down the hatches. We're going to get a storm here tonight. And yeah, just let me know of your thoughts. But that's what I've been doing, lots of recycling. And I'll see you in the next video. Probably won't be tomorrow or the day after, as we're going away the following weekend. But anyway, these will go in my Etsy store, but I'm not sure when. So you take care, look after yourselves, happy crafting, bye for now.